Hey friends, so today we're going to talk about a very interesting course called copywriting. It is one of my favorite courses, and it has to do everything with keyword research, how to write a listing, and so much and so forth. But the first course that I'm going to speak about is about the 12-step optimization. Now, it took me so many days to really sort this kind of optimization out. Uh, when we handle clients' account, it takes us around 8 hours to do this kind of optimization. It is very, very in depth, and let's move forward so I can make you understand what we're talking about here. I am sure you guys are going to scratch your heads on this one. So, first thing is, how do we enhance a listing? So let's say, for example, you have a client or you have a listing, right? You're the client, you have a listing, and it was selling at a point, it was selling really good. You were getting a lot of organic sales, you were getting sales from PPC, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, it just paused for days. Your PPC wasn't working, your organic sales fell down. And this happens due to several reasons, but but one of the main reasons why this happens is because the algorithm has completely extracted all the keywords that were listed within your listing. So if you have a listing and it has, let's say, for example, let's take this particular. I'm working on this one right here. So if you have a listing and you have used all the keywords, and the next thing you know that it is not extracting any further, then what is it that you do? So anytime you want to look at a listing and you see a sponsored ad, don't click on the listing, otherwise the seller gets charged. But you can always go on the reviews and then it doesn't charge the seller. So I don't like to waste sellers' money. I mean, everybody's working really hard, but you will notice it will take you down to the reviews directly. Okay, there we go. See? So anytime you have a listing written, so in the listing itself, we use several keywords to target. Okay, but when that runs out, the extraction is completed, then what? Then you get stuck. And that is where this 12-step optimization comes. So the purpose of the 12-step optimization is to go into your listing. We need to pull out the keywords that are indexing, means organically ranking, in other words, giving you organic sales. We need to pull that information out. We want to keep it there, and then we want to take over the keywords that are not converting. Anything that's not converting, we need to remove it from the listing. Now, there's another way to do it. You can just go and re-optimize the listing, but what will happen there is you're going to lose all those ranking sales, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to take that risk of losing everything that you have earned. So you want to take this step-by-step process, okay? So anytime, now let me tell you, anytime you make any changes to any listing, you are going to see an effect. It is going to kind of go crazy for a couple of days because now the algorithms are, oh, what in the world? What just happened? Okay, it takes the algorithm some time to really get back into action. So now the algorithm is like, yeah, we were ranking for this keyword. What happened to that? Something got replaced. So we are basically confusing the algorithm, and that's very normal. So anytime we make any changes to any kind of listing, you're going to see this happen. Okay, so let's move forward with this, and let me share with you something before I show you, before I go deep dive inside to this, what I'm about to tell you. Let me pull it out for you. So you can understand. Now, will this work for all listings? It all depends. It all depends. It does work. Sometimes it does not work, but our main goal is to try. If we are not going to try, we are not going to succeed. So everything is about trying. There's no guarantee of anything, but you never know. I mean, like, for example, we had this one product that we were selling, and the seller had containers and containers of product left. And this was her final year, and we had to sell the product no matter what. So we came to the formula of doing the 12-step optimization. And by the end of the year, sold out the whole entire container. And that's it. So let me share with you that just to let you know where the sales were and how we really enhanced the listing to make it work out. So here you go. So you see here, the seller wasn't moving at all. After we did the 12-step optimization, it just took a boost in sales, just went zoop. And that's where we got rid of whatever they had left in the inventory. We took a good hit on the sales, you know, and look, it went from 1245. So over here, these are the times when we took over. So anytime you make changes to an optimization, what really happens is the listing needs to warm up, and it doesn't take action right away because the algorithm is confused. It needs to go back in, it needs to do its calculation, and sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks, sometimes it can take months. In this case, it took a while to really see. This was the original listing, went up, then it came down, then it goes up, and boom, you know, it just went crazy. And then this is when we were going out of stock and it started running out of the stock. So very, very important to understand every product is different. Every product has competition. This was a very high competitive item, but thank God the 12-step optimization did work on this particular listing and we took a go. So let's move to the next chapter, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit further. And we're going to start the process. I'm actually going to show you step-by-step procedure on how to really enhance this listing, how to get it back on the track, and how to really start getting more and more sales. All right. So see you in the next course, next chapter. Thank you. Bye-bye.